Well, thank you for joining us today for A Minute with the Word, put out by the Douglas Hills Church of Christ. When I go camping, I usually like to orient or point my tent towards something in particular. Maybe it's the fire, so that at night as I sit down, maybe it's cool outside, I can gain that warmth and then go into the tent. Maybe it's some beautiful scenery, so that in the morning when I get up, the first thing I see is some beauty of nature. In Numbers chapter 2, the children of Israel, as they travel through the wilderness, were commanded by God to orient their whole camp, around the tabernacle. North, east, south, west, each tribe was given some particular place, but they were all facing the tabernacle. It was the very center of their life. So you can imagine a father getting up in the morning and he opens up the tent, and the very first thing he sees and his family sees as they leave the tent and they begin their new day is the pillar of smoke above the tabernacle. And at night, as the children are put to bed and he closes the tent up, the very last thing he sees is the pillar of flame there. Their life centered around God. That was what they oriented themselves to. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5, the Apostle Paul said our bodies are a tent. So with that in mind, let me ask you, what is your tent oriented toward? It's oriented towards something. For many people, their tent is oriented toward their work, their leisurely activities, their hobbies, maybe even sometimes their family. The admonition of Scripture is for us to orient our lives around God. This week, make it a point to look to His Word. Make it a point to worship with His people. Make it a point when you go to bed, when you rise in the morning, to look to God as the center of your life. Thanks for joining us this week. I'm Mark McCrary. God bless you.